Okay. So the thing Desiree and I have been working on, I'm sure you've heard it so many times, but it's create your avatar, like, and speak to your avatar as you write your post. Because if you try to speak to everyone and attract everyone, you end up attracting to no one, or you end up attracting no one. So we're in a diamond training, and one of the things that they're really having us do is create our avatar. So we wanted to talk to you guys about it. And it's also kind of fun. Like, there's different ways to do it. Like, literally, like, think about whether it's your ideal client or your ideal coach, who are they? Write their story. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What are their fears? What are their dreams? What's their history? What's their personality like? Where are they at in their point in their life? And kind of like almost write it all out, literally pick a picture. And every time you write a post, speak to that specific person. So, like, in our one training, like she was saying, think about, kind of like your categories, like their profile. And what you're going to notice is it kind of comes down to like pretty much you, like your avatar is almost like you, maybe a little bit before Beachbody, or like your best friend, the person that you want to be with and hang out with. Like, we all got attracted to each other because we have a piece in common. So maybe, your avatar isn't going to be exactly that every time, but it's going to have a piece of who you're looking for. So, who are they? What's their personality? How old are they? What's their history? How is their relationship with their parents? How is their relationship with food and exercise? How did they grow up? Be specific. Like the girl was saying, like she was a college athlete, so she talks about that and she ends up attracting college athletes. What are their dreams? What are their fears? What do they love? What do they spend money on? What do they spend time doing? Like, if they love coffee, go deeper with it. Do they go to Starbucks? Do they go to Target and buy their own because they think Starbucks is a waste? Do they enjoy fun mugs for their like, really go deeper with it. And I'm going to share my screen for a second because it was funny that this was getting talked about in our Diamond Push, like, or whatever our training we're in, but then also on my Diamond Mastermind that I'm on each week. This week was about your avatar too. So I wanted to show you, and I'm going to, I can send this to you guys, a little thing to help you also create your avatar. It's like some questions and stuff. Let me bring it up. Where did it go? I have way too many tabs open on my computer right now. Oh my goodness.
Oh, sorry. I just told Marley.
That was fine.
Recorded.
Sorry, guys. One sec. Okay. And have you heard about this before, like creating your avatar and stuff?
Just from the past couple times.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it.
Okay. Oh my gosh. What is going on with my computer right now? Sorry, guys. Mowgli might join our call soon. We'll see.
I just passed out on the couch. I don't even think you can see her because she blends in with the camera.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Saved it on my desktop. Okay. I'm going to share my screen for a second so I can show you guys. Okay, so the girl in my mastermind, oh wait. Can you see my screen?
Now,
yeah. Yep.
So the girl in my mastermind shared this, and I thought it was really cool. Like, it's kind of written all over because she had gotten from a training, but you kind of get the idea. So it's talking about, creating your person, like whether you call them your client, your ideal coach, your avatar, whatever. So here are some words. Create like a story about them, like you go through and fill it in. So I'll send this to you guys, but this is what I really liked. And I sat down and I answered these. Like, so where does your client live? How old are they? What's their marital status? Do they have children? What do they do for a living? How much do they earn? Like, maybe you'll like all these questions, maybe you won't. Like, if you really don't like one, don't answer it. But what are their guilty pleasures? What makes your client the most proud? Things like that. So you really kind of get this person in your head and think about them and give them a name. Because like personally, like I gave my person a name and I named her Alexis Taylor, and I picked this name because I literally went, because I figured like my avatar is like someone around my age. So I literally Googled like popular girl names in 1989 because that's when I was born. And I literally went through and like picked 2 names that like I liked that just spoke to me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to name her Alexis because I liked it. And I literally Googled Alexis and I looked through all the girl pictures and I'm like, she looks like someone I want to be friends with. And it just like, I picked her picture. I'm starting to create. And I'll show you what I've been working on. And I know Desiree's been working on hers too. And it's fun. Like I feel like already I'm just writing to this person because every time you write a post, you want to think about this avatar. So many top coaches say it over and over again. Like when they started writing to their avatar, they started attracting the exact people they wanted. Let me find it. Okay. So I'll share again. Okay. So here's my avatar. I found her picture and it's just like, I don't know, she looked like someone I'd be friends with because like just straight hair because like my hair is straight and I like wish it was curly but doesn't really curl that well. So I'm just like, yep, she's like my girl. And I just started kind of like breaking down like the things that I wrote into categories. Like, she's in her mid to upper 20s. She's a fur mom, self-motivated, competitive, working on her own confidence, hardworking. Her history. She didn't have the best home life. Food has been a struggle. Exercise is okay, but hasn't been her strong area. Present life, has a significant other, is an introvert, would make time to go out for the right people, things like that. And I have a whole list I'm kind of pulling from. Like I answered all those questions. Like my girl shops at Target and is still looking for her ideal store, like wants to be more stylish, but this is a struggle. Her worldviews are that more peace and love is needed and everyone's opinion should be respected, even if you don't agree. Like I went through and I answered all of those questions and I'm just like creating this person. So every time I write a post, I'm going to look at her and write to her. Okay. So what do you guys think?
I like that. Because I feel like if I have more of a focus on who I want my post to reach, they'll be more focused. Sometimes I feel like I do try to reach everyone when I may just want to try to reach like 1 or 2 people that I'm friends with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I think some people might think like how much I do or work out could be intimidating, but I need to find like, I think narrowing it in like that would help me too, because then people can relate and be like, oh, we can relate to her.
Yeah.
I think it helps in that way too.
Because maybe your avatar like wants what you're doing, but like, so you're going to reach that type of
Yeah, I don't want to be too intimidating.
You also don't want to change who you are. You know what I mean?
Yes, right.
Get and have your drive and have your drive or want your drive and know that, okay, this girl is the one that's going to help me get there.
Right. Yes, exactly.
So it's like the Kayla for Beachbody and the Kayla of Beachbody. Like that's the kind of like reach.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's what we kind of wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I think that's helpful.
Good. It's already 9:50. We have about 10 minutes before we have to hop off. So we're limiting it to a half hour because I know we all have stuff to do today. Desiree, anything you want to share? Like Any thoughts?
I think you're pretty much nailing it. Honestly, I don't have really anything to add except for I've had a lot of fun creating my avatar. I'm actually looking up popular baby names from 1993 right now. It might change my name.
Yeah, it is. It's like a fun thing to work on, and then like
It's fun.
just speak to that person. Like I realized like I'm not like I'm the girl who sits in yoga pants and like doesn't have a lot of clothes, and like sometimes I try to think, oh, I should do my hair more and I should do this and I should do that, but I was like, that's not me, and I'm not going to try to be someone I'm not. I want people that love their yoga pants too. Like that's my life, you know, and they're fur children. Like I obviously I love dogs, but people who love cats, like their fur children are their children right now. But yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what we want you guys to work on, is creating your avatar, because I think it will really help your posts. Like,
Okay.
because like when I think about like say like food posts or like workout posts, like I try to think of, like I was kind of saying on our team call, it's like not the what, like, oh, I'm working out, but that's kind of your like the surface level posts. But if you kind of think about who you're trying to reach, go deeper and think about the why of your post. Like, okay, I'm working out because it helps my anxiety. Like the girl who has anxiety, the girl I'm trying to reach and help is like, oh, my anxiety sucks. Maybe if I work out like her, it'll help. Like I'm reaching that person. Or like the person that struggles with food, and I tell them as I'm making a food post, like I used to fear food. I used to fear carbs. I used to fear the number on the scale. They go, oh, me too. Like that's what you want, that relatable. Like I actually had someone tell me one time, they're like, I like your post. I said like I'm looking for like this and this. It was a couple months ago. She was like, that's me. Like so when you have someone that like tells you like, I feel like your posts are written to me, it's like it's a really cool feeling. And then, you know, because that's what we want when we write our posts. We want people to go, me too. We want people to like feel that like they get us, they can relate to us, because then they're going to want to join us. And those are the people we want, the people that get us, and like people we want to be our friends. Yeah, I'm definitely I'll post this for everybody. I can send the link to that little thing, but you know, set aside some time like this weekend and just sit down and just kind of like start writing like things, whether you write it out, whether you type it out, but just kind of think like, you know, who are you trying to attract? Like we all have things in common, but then we all have things that make us a little like, so we all kind of we're drawn to each other for a certain reason, but we're also going to draw on people like us, but like Kayla, I'm sure you're going to start bringing in like more runners, like, oh, you're a teacher, more you know, just like things like that. Like we all bring in our people.
Yeah. Cool. So basically this helps us when we're posting, right? So once we have our avatar created, we can create posts that speaks to them to relate to us.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So, I mean,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Because then like literally like
yeah,
that girl as you write your posts, like you're writing.
Right. Like you're talking to her.
That's one thing. I had sent it in the Boss Babe chat a couple weeks ago, and I had resent it. The Haley Christian video, her and Barbie Caleb, who spoke at Summit, or not Summit, the corporate leadership retreat, and they talked about like, if you watch Haley Christian, like I can't watch her all the time because she kind of gets on my nerves just a little bit, but like she talks like she's talking to you. So like I've tried to work on that. Like I don't say, hey guys, if I'm on my Instagram story, or like I talk like I'm talking to one person, because then people reading your posts and watching you speak feel like you're speaking like directly to them. And like if that makes sense, like almost like you're talking to your best friend. And I've started like just a couple, like I started as I'm writing posts, like talking out loud as I do it. So like what I write sounds exactly how it speaks. That's another thing too that can help you kind of not just generic and reach everybody, but like reach the people that get you. Or you can do that like voice memo, like literally talk it out and have it, whatever that thing's called in like the note section of your phone where you talk and it puts it into words for you. Doesn't always work perfectly, but. Any other like questions or any thoughts you want to add? Or Desiree, any thoughts as you're looking up your baby names? Are you finding any good ones?
Not really, but my brain is like not on right now. I slept for 3 hours and I'm like looking forward to going back to sleep. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I work every other week at a hospital, and I work 7 days in a row, 12-hour night shifts. And so last night I came home and I took like a 2.5, 3-hour nap, and now I'm here and I'm just ready to go back.
Well, you get to sleep. I know, Nicole, you have to go to your thingy, and Kayla, you probably want to shower because you just ran your ass off.
That's crazy that you're running and doing 80 days. Actually, can you talk about that a little bit in the Boss Babe chat? Because I have a coach who's training for a half marathon.
I think, is it Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah, she reached out to me. I was like, oh, yeah, I haven't started running yet, but I will be.
Oh, awesome. Because I know she was really nervous about starting 80 Day Obsession because of her training.
Yeah.
So maybe seeing someone else doing it might kind of motivate her a little bit.
Yeah, I know she's kind of doing the opposite. Like she's already running and then adding an 80 Day Obsession. So I kind of felt like for me, I was going to start 80 Day Obsession and get that base because I knew it was going to be really sore at first. But now we're almost through we're almost done of phase 1. So I kind of feel like introducing the running, I'll be better. So I don't know how she'll be the opposite.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Very
I'll
cool.
talk to her, post something. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put this recording, I'll put it on YouTube, and then I'll post it in our chat for anyone who missed it. But it's seeing your faces in the morning. Start the day.
Yeah.
You guys have any more questions or thoughts or anything we can wrap up for today?
Nope. I hope everyone has a good day. Desiree, enjoy your day.
Not showering kids, and then I have to go food shopping. Not so fun. But, oh well. Awesome day, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.